latest round of talks with world powers over Iran's controversial nuclear program has ended in Geneva without a deal being struck. However, further negotiations have been scheduled to start on the 20th of November. Iran is attempting to end crippling economic sanctions, which have persisted for a decade over suspicions the Islamic Republic is building a nuclear weapon. France was reportedly the one country to stand in the way of an agreement being reached, leading to an accusation by Iran that the French were Israel's representatives at the negotiations. Israel has urgently warned against signing a deal with Tehran, saying that the Islamic Republic isn't giving anything up in return for sanctions relief. Despite the United States' apparent satisfaction with Iranian explanations during talks, U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry reiterated his country has one clear aim.
We came to Geneva determined, as President Obama has said, his goal is, since day one as president, to make certain that Iran does not acquire a nuclear weapon. That remains our goal because we remain committed to preventing the proliferation of weapons of mass destruction, and we remain committed to protecting our allies, particularly our allies in that region.
Kerry also reiterated that the time for talks isn't unlimited.
I would emphasize also that the window for diplomacy does not stay open indefinitely, and we will continue working to find a peaceful solution because we believe that forceful diplomacy is a powerful enough weapon to be able to actually diffuse the world's most threatening weapons of mass destruction.
Israel is likely unimpressed with Kerry's latest statements and the Obama administration's reluctance to set firm military deterrence. Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu has been described as being in a shocked state of disbelief over the negotiations involving the U.S., its largest ally, and Iran, its greatest enemy. He has questioned the West's willingness to cut a deal at any cost.
I have asked all the leaders, what is the rush? I suggested they will wait and weigh seriously all the issues. Still, it is an historical process and historical decisions. I request they will wait, and it's good that that's the decision that was made in the end, but I do not delude myself. There is a great desire to reach an agreement, and I hope it will not be at any cost. And if an agreement is reached, it has to be a good agreement, not a bad one.
On the streets of Jerusalem, meanwhile, some residents felt the United States had let the Jewish state down.
America sort of gave up before the talk. They came to the Iranian, if it wasn't for France that insisted on the two principles that they insisted on, then the Iranian would have got what they wanted. So it's not really negotiation.
Speaking after the latest round of talks ended, Iranian President Hassan Rouhani reportedly stated that Iran's right to peacefully enrich uranium is a red line that must not be crossed. The comment plays on Netanyahu's statement last year at the United Nations when he said a red line must be drawn to prevent Iran from building a nuclear bomb.